Hi, I'm Jen.
Hi, I'm Nancy.
And what we're going to do is first we're going to kind of catch you guys up a little bit on the second form, Chum Kiu. Okay, so we're going to get up to the kicking part, right? And then we're going to stop there. So from here, we're going to start. 1, 2. Get your structure in, right? Your relaxed legs, right? Make sure your knees don't go forward over your toes. Your back is straight, you're relaxed, okay? Then from here, you're going to start the form, okay? Up, punch, right? Inside. Then from here, I'm going to switch my hands, right? Okay, now I come to the 70-degree angle, then extend, right? And then come left over right. Right? Now from here, we're going to go left, and right, and left. Fan your hands out, turn, 1, 2, 3, turn the wrist, 1, 2, 3, pull the hand to the hip. Now from here I'm going to shift, right, come to the forearm, then turn, bounce out with a shift. Yeah, so, yeah, get a little bit more level. Yeah, okay, right, and shift. Right. Then I'm going to shift back. Put the hand in the forearm again, then shift again. Then shift one more time. And pull. Now I set the hand in the forearm, then I punch. I pull the hand back. Right. Now I come to the center, neutral stance. Or look to the left, I strike out, bring the elbow. See my elbow? I drop it to center. Okay? Then I slide up this arm with the other hand and strike. This hand. So the arm is bent. It's not out. Bent. Right? And up, chins out. Okay. Come back to 70-degree angle. Come up. Right on top of left now. Make sure you don't touch. Little space. Right now I'm going to start to the right, shift. Left shift. Right shift. And you notice when I'm shifting, okay, my weight is to the middle between my toes. I'm not back on my rear leg, and I'm not too much leaning on my forward leg. So I'm shifting, and I keep it 50-50. All right? Then turn, left, turn the wrist, 1, 2, 3. All right? Then from here, I'm going to shift to launce out, touch the forearm, then shift. Launce out, touch the forearm, shift to the front. One more time, launce out, shift. Then back, right? Hand to forearm, punch, center, face the center, and I strike. I look to the right, then I strike out. It's a good habit to look first, right? Look first, then strike. Bring the hand back to the center. See my elbow drop to the center? That's going to make this hand come in a little bit out of 45, right? Then touch your forearm with the other hand and slide up your arm. Slide up. I'm sliding up my arm. Sliding up, and then the hand position is opposite to the other side. That means my elbow is still bent. Come up. Right? Then from here, I'm going to go lance out. So from here, I go to a lance out, but I'm grabbing. Again, my weight is 50-50. Okay? Now from here, okay, you're going to bring your foot up, and you're going to kick. Now, when you do this, I don't want the foot to retract. Okay? I want the foot to come out. Okay? So if I'm looking at you, right, I'm coming out like this. Then what I do is I turn my toe in and then stomp, okay, to take the forward step. So you can almost think of it like two kicks. Okay? Think of it almost like 2 kicks. All right? So from here I shift. Right? We're going to go back and do this again. Right? Come up with the left foot, stomp. Then turn the foot, then step. Okay? And that step is going to drag me forward, and when I do that, I'm going to do the shifting bounce out. Okay? Then from here, I'm going to go, I call this cradle the baby. Okay? My left arm is cradling, or my right arm is cradling my left arm, right? Like I'm holding a baby. Right? Then I'm going to step, bounce out. Cradle the baby. Step, bounce out. One more time. Cradle the baby. Step, bounce out. Now from here, uppercut. Okay? Then from here, I go back to the center position, go back to guard position. Now from here, I slide my arm up again, and from here I shift. I do the exact same thing. Another key point is when you do this grabbing lancao, don't raise your shoulder. Okay? Relax the shoulder, heavy elbow. Okay? Then from here, you notice when I do this whole movement, my head doesn't bounce. I stay one level. I kick out, turn the toes, then stomp. And when I stomp, I come to the sliding lancao. Cradle the baby. Now my left arm is cradling my right arm. Okay? And then I step with a lancao. Cradle the baby. Now uppercut. Shift, face the center again. Come down into a wusao position. Replace the hand, slide up, and finish with your tinsao. Okay? Alright? So we're going to stop to there. Alright? So it's important to practice, keep learning the form, and it's good to learn it in small chunks, right? And to understand the little things that you need to work on, okay? Now that we got up to there, you caught up with everyone else. That's where they've learned so far. Now, what I want you to practice, though, right now is the footwork. Now, the footwork, okay, so if Nancy gets into the same footwork I'm at, okay, so an easy way to do this, in Jun Fan or Bruce Lee, he used to do this, and then slide up, okay, and then this would be how he gets to the stance, right? He would, of course, raise the rear heel. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep everything grounded, right? This is your fighting stance, right? This would be left foot. If I switch my feet, this would be right foot. Whatever foot's in front, the front hand is also in the front. Okay, you notice my angle. I'm never like this or like this, like a boxer. I keep this angle. This is the chi sao angle, 70-degree angle, right? Okay. Now from here, you can have open hand, you can have relaxed closed fist. Doesn't matter, right? But you want to stay relaxed, right? Don't be too rigid, right? Like Mike. Right? But Mike's not here today, right? So relax so we can make fun of him, right? Okay, so from here, right, I'm going to advance. When I advance, I want to go straight. So that means I take my forward foot and step first, and then drag my other foot up. Right? That maintains my shoulder, my hip, and my heel. Okay? Right? If I go backwards, I want to step with my back leg first and slide back. You notice my head doesn't bounce. I don't go like this, right? Everything level. I advance, I retreat. I advance, I retreat. Okay? I advance, I retreat. Okay? If I want to go to the left, I step with my left foot first. This was the problem that Nancy had last time. She wanted to go left, but she would step with her right leg first and ends up crossing my feet. You don't want to do that. Left foot first, right? If I go to my left. If I want to slide step to my right, right leg first. Left leg, side step left, side step right. Side step left, side step right. Okay? If I want to step through, I open my foot, my hip, my foot opens. I come to a V step, then slide out, switch my hands. Now I'm in a right, I switch my lead, right? Okay? Make sure you're 50-50, roughly. Okay? Roughly 50-50, not like this, not like this, 50-50. Okay? And you're facing, football stance, right? Now from here, same thing. If I want to advance, I push off with my rear leg. Okay? Retreat, advance, retreat. Now side step left, side step right. Side step left, side step right. Now I'm going to step through again, open my foot, see my foot open, right? Okay? And then if I want to retreat, I step back, or step back, right? It's called step back, right? I step my front foot, slides up to a V, then slide out, and then I turn that foot in. See? I step back, come to a V, I step out, and then my front foot has to turn in. See how I'm doing everything on my heel? Right? See that? Okay? So, this is basic footwork. Okay? You're also seeing the triangle footwork here when we advance or we retreat, right? Or I'm here, right? I advance, inside triangle footwork. Okay? Step out. Right? So you're seeing all the different types of basic footwork that you need to know. Okay? Why? Because Chum Kiu is half the battle is getting the bridge. We've developed the structure. You're developing the structure, which is good. That's the Selam Tao. Now you have to move that structure. You have to move it. Right? And at the same time, you have to learn to get the contact, the bridge. Right? So we're going to play. Now I want you to partner. Once you practice that footwork drill, then you're going to get a partner. Okay? Well, first, your hands are up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch towards Nancy, right? She's going to learn to bridge. So she's going to use the heavy net, the chain net, right? She's going to step back, and then she's going to follow my hands. I see now, you know, she's maintaining this angle. She's got both hands, right? And now she's using the wet towel on both arms, right? I feel her pressure now, right? Okay? Now from here, okay, now her job is to maintain this contact, okay? So if I advance, she feels the pressure. I'm going to try to push into her and step forward. See? It tells her to move because her elbow, her structure tells her body to move. Move, see? If her hands, she doesn't want to break this angle. So if I pull, that means her elbow's telling her to move up to maintain that shoulder hip heel alignment. See? So this is a very important drill, right? So I can step in, I can step back, I can move to the right, I can move to the left, right? I can step through. Okay? Right? She's not guessing. Everything is the pressure in the arms is telling her where to move because she wants to maintain this contact. Okay? I'm trying to trick her into making a mistake. Okay? See? Right? And you're practicing different types of footwork, right? That we practiced earlier. All right? So, not bad. Okay, now, once you do that, then I just want you to relax and play and learn to keep bridging, learn to stick, because that's the hardest part. Learning to, once you bridge, to stay bridged, right? To force the opponent into a game of chi sao, right? So, what do? I'm going to be here, she's going to be in her guard, she's going to bridge, right? Once she bridges, I'm going to try to just move her out. I don't want her. I try to push her. I try to pull her. Right? I try to move around her. Right? I try to step through. I step through. Her job is to maintain that contact. Then I can push her away. Now we bridge again. Right? I push. Right? Yeah. Oh, not ready. Yeah. Good. 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 Now I push her off. I try to push her away. Try to push her around. Right? But she's just going to stick to me. Maintain her structure. Then we break, and then I'm going to bridge again. She's going to bridge again. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Then it becomes chi sao. Right? Then I bridge. Right? So you're seeing her do all the different kinds of footwork. She's not feeling good today. Right? She got a cold.
No, you're going to catch it.
Probably. So, it's a good little bridging game, then you maintain the chi sao. Okay? You have to learn to do this without sacrificing your structure. Okay? So the important thing is when she punches, just like a boxer. And I follow, she pulls her hand back. I don't do this, see? See my angle? I lost the angle. I'm trying to reach in like this. See my shoulder hip heel alignment? That's when you have no structure, right? And she's going to nail you. All right? So she punches. I have to bridge, get the contact, right? Okay, then learn to maintain that contact. Okay? You have to learn to do that. Chum Kiu teaches you to investigate that concept. That's why it's called seek the bridge. And then once you have the bridge, maintain the bridge, right? And that's when we do all the chi sao drills. It's so important that you develop that sensitivity, right? Another thing is once you're in, don't try to don't try to force the person into a move that you want to do, because that's going to teach you bad habits, right? So if I punch or she punches, right, and I bridge, okay, and then I try to, I'm supposed to be listening to her, but I'm trying to get her to lock. Then I do this, see? Okay, but I can maybe do it because I'm stronger than her, but someone's stronger than me. As soon as I give her pressure, she's going to, someone really, really good is going to take advantage of that pressure. So you don't want to do anything. You just want to maintain your structure and listen. Listen. Okay? So this is an important lesson here, right? Don't try to do all this stuff, because if she's listening to you, then it's going to be very difficult to try to pull off some of these moves. All right? So don't just maintain the bridge. Listen to her arms. If she runs away, I'm going to follow her to maintain the Indiana Jones, the pressure. She pushes into me, I step back to alleviate the pressure. Okay? Right? Okay? So this is an important concept. Don't try to do anything fancy. Your training is not going to head in the right direction. Maintain that angle. Maintain the bridge. Okay? It's like I told you guys today, and I've used this analogy before. Hawkins uses this analogy a lot. He says it's like you're in a car, you're driving on the on-ramp, and you're trying to get onto the freeway, but there's a car in your way. So you only have two choices. When you're coming up to merge, you can either step on the gas and go fast and get in front, right? But if you do that, then you have to maintain that pedal to the metal. You have to keep hitting the gas, right, to stay ahead. Or you can slow down, let the car get in front of you, then slide in behind, and then watch, listen, right? So now I'm in a listening position. That means I'm slower than you, right? It's kind of a really strange concept to grasp. Is you don't want to be faster than your opponent unless you're athletically gifted, right, and have all the physical attributes over your opponent, right? If you're small frame, like me and Nance, then we have to rely on what? Listening. That means we have to be slower than our partner. So if I bridge, she punches, right? When I bridge, I'm listening now. I'm waiting for her to push or pull or do something. When she pushes his hand, say she wants to try to touch my body, right? I let her, but I stay what? I stay behind her. I let her move first, right? She goes to push, I let her move first, right? But I get there, push, I get there first. See? She runs into the wall, this brick wall. That goes back to, remember, grabbing. It's the timing concept, timing, to get the hand out, timing. If she can get to my center before I can fully grab her, and she attacks my center line with her structure, right? Hand out, right? Go. Yeah, then I get put on my heels. Okay? So this is exactly the same concept. If I'm here, right, and I punch, she's got a bridge. As soon as I give her pressure, then she's going to come, she's going to attack, she's going to grab me first, get under me, and attack me with that structure, with the hip, bending her hip. Keep pushing forward, right, with your structure. Right? Yeah, yeah. Ready? Go. Yeah, see, I feel like I'm going up back on my heels. All right? So this is an important lesson. You always want to practice that concept. Okay? If you think about it, it's such an amazing concept. So from here, even in Chi Sao, okay? If I come in, see? Come here. Come here. So that you can see the arms. Say from here, I'm here, we're on time. We're on time. We're on time. Now from here, let's say I attack. See? For a second, I'm at her center line. When I go in, she's forced to jump to get the pressure off. That means she's doing what? She has to use muscle, right? To cut, because I have her center here. Right? So when I punch, I attack, she cuts me off. She goes to grab me, right? Not physically, but to grab me. She's trying to get to physically move my arm away. When she attacks first, I get there first. See? Then she's going to feel like she wants to go backwards. You got it? So it's same thing. All right? She comes in to do Dan Chi. She comes in. See, I come around. Whenever yeah, that's fine. If I give you pressure here, you have to cut me off before. Yeah, now come in with your structure, your hip. Yeah, now see how I'm going backwards on my heels. Yeah, so your chi side has to be like that. So whenever you bridge, you maintain your contact, then it becomes a sensitivity game, okay? So that's how come that concept, it's such a simple concept. It's such a beautiful concept because it doesn't require muscle or speed. Just sensitivity timing, right? And you can develop that until you're 70, 80 years old. It doesn't matter. But that, like I said, requires you to be half step behind your opponent, slower than your opponent, right? Which is kind of like I say, it's a kind of a concept that even I'm still struggling with, right? I'm still trying to investigate more and more and more because I think there's a lot of wonderful stuff there. So keep practicing your Chum Kiu form up to that point. We're going to get into a lot more of the concepts and developing the structure and moving structure, right? And learning to bridge and learning to handle boxers, kickboxers, grapplers. You know, if you're going to be a Chinese boxer, a Wing Chun fighter, then you have to learn how to deal with not their technique, okay? It's not, you know, the straight jab, the cross, the hook. How do you handle uppercut, right? All this stuff is nonsense. Or how do you defend the single leg, the double leg? It's not that. It's can you handle their pressure that they're giving you through the touch? Can you handle it? And how do you handle it, right? So, and can you maintain the bridge? Because they're not going to let you keep contact of their arms. They're going to try to push you away. They're going to try to manhandle you. They're going to try to knock you off balance. And then it becomes how good is your structure, how good is your sensitivity? And can you bridge, and can you maintain that bridge, right? That's, you know, and if so that's how come up to this point I haven't allowed you guys to do any sparring. You guys all want to see sparring videos. That's fine, and eventually you see we're going to get there. But you guys aren't ready, right? If you try to use everything if I put these guys into the ring, right? They're not ready because it's all going to go out the window. They have to prepare. You have to do what? You have to learn the skill set first so that you develop confidence. Then you learn the drills, do drill work, right? And then the drill work slowly leads you up into sparring, light sparring, then full sparring, right? So you get there in progression. If not, you make so many little mistakes. Your shoulder pops up, your head pops up, you're not maintaining your shoulder, hip, and heel. You're doing all this stuff. Your elbow's going out, and then you make so many mistakes, and it takes now forever to try to backtrack and fix those mistakes, right? So instead, we take it inch by inch and try to develop you slowly, but we do it in a way that so that you learn, so that eventually you have a high percentage chance of handling anyone's pressure, whatever they give you. Right? So that's the skill. That's the skill I'm trying to share with you guys. Okay? So thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully she doesn't get me sick. Right? Take care.